Am I live? What's up? Where's my live on my Facebook? Babe, all right, WVON family. What time we got? What time we got? Oh, all right, good call. My man, thank you, Jake. We are live, baby. Yeah. Whoa. All right, WVO family, you know what time it is, and you know what day it is. This is James Parker, your host for the 1921 radio show here live on WVON, AM 1690, iHeartRadio, WVON, AM 1690, WVO live, streaming live on WVON, Facebook, streaming live on my Facebook, streaming live on YouTube. We're everywhere. You can't get rid of me. Hey, listen, I'm excited about today. Woo, child, we've had a lot going on in the city. Okay, we've got a lot going on in the city, and we've got a lot of views of what's going on. And the summer hasn't even started yet. The summer hasn't even started yet, ladies and gentlemen. You hear me, right? It hasn't started yet. Okay, it hasn't even started yet. And I got to give a shout out to my boy real quick. My boy Elroy Smith, program director in Orlando. I think it's 94.5 or 95.4, number one radio station in Orlando. Elroy Smith, God blesses his hands wherever he goes. Those radio stations blow up. They become number one. So shout out to Elroy Smith, former program director here at WGCI, former program director of V103, former program director in San Fran. He's in Orlando, just blessing that place. God is blessing him, blessing Orlando through him. And their show is 90. I want to say it's 95.4 or 94.5 in Orlando, number one show. I got to give it up to my guy Elroy Smith, an incredible person. But we've got a lot to talk about. Maybe not a lot to talk about. It's a handful of things to talk about. But as you know, and you've probably heard it, and you probably talked about it on V1 WVON a couple days ago, maybe today. This is our first time on the air with it, with going on with our youth, and maybe you're tired of hearing it. I don't know, but I know something has to be done. I know giving them a hug isn't going to work. I know that's what a lot of people believe. I know our mayor-elect believes that. All right, but we're going to get into it. But I know there's something that can really help these young people, and I'm excited to share that I've got Mr. Carl West on the line. Are you there, Mr. West? All right. I love it. I was just. First of all, it's great to have you, man. Next time we're going to have you in the studio, man. We're going to have you in the studio so the beautiful people can see. Oh man, my man. No. I know, man. Hey, children, come first. Trust and believe. I know that, man. That's great, man. I'm just glad to have you on, and I'm glad I ran into you at the SIP. I'm telling you, man. It's where people meet. It's where things get done, man. But I'm glad to have you on, man. I know you're in the Uber, so we're gonna make this good. Tell us a little bit about. First of all, how you doing? I'm sorry, man. How you doing? Did the Cubs win? I don't even know if they won. Oh man, you left when the getting was good. That's right. Yep. Okay. That's great. I got to have Julian on. I've never met him. I know who he is. I've just never met him. But from everything I've seen and heard and read, and even a couple interviews I saw of him on NBC, just an incredible brother, incredible man, an incredible person. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because I know I'm at Olive Harvey, but I don't want to jump ahead of the gun. But Carl, tell us a little bit about this men mentoring me. It's a phenomenal thing. Right. Right. Hmm. Right. Yes. Mm, sure. Smart. Hmm. Right. Okay. Right. Mm, yes. Mhm. Right. Hmm. Wow. Hmm. Larry Barber. Heavy hitters. Oh man. Yes. Love it. Hmm. Right. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Hmm. Love it. Man. Hmm. Sure. I love it. Oh wow. Love it. Love it. Man, I love it. And I think Carl, real quick, I'm gonna jump in here. Carl, you do a lot. I don't think people understand just what you do. So for you to take on this takes a level of commitment, right? This isn't You can tell this wasn't just thrown together, right? This takes a level of commitment, and I want to applaud you for that because this is what the men need. They need. I used to work with young kids, and I'm not from Chicago originally, and so I was working with these young kids um, that lived in Robert Taylor, right? And so one day, I was hanging, we'd hang out, they'd come over to the crib. This is back in the day, we were playing Sega Genesis, okay? That's how long it was. All right. And so my wife and I, newly married, I'm mentoring these young teens, these teenagers. And then one day I'm driving down State Street, and because I lived in Bronzeville, and I said, "Oh, let me go say hey to Brandon real quick, Brandon and Steph." And so I parked my car. I went through the little turnstile at the Robert Taylor home, whatever. People looking at me like I was crazy, like they didn't know who I was, right? I walk around the thing. I go up the stairs because I met Brandon's mother before. Knock on the door. I'm like, I heard this. Who is it? It's a woman's voice, but she deepened it, right? Who is it? I was like, scare me. I'm James Parker, I think. And she's like, who? And then I heard Brandon say, Mom, that's JP. That's JP. She opens the door, sweet voice, but then you realize, man, she has to be that way. She's a single mom raising 3 kids over here, right? So she's like, you hungry, James? I'm like, oh, I just ate. Nope, you're going to eat. We talked. Long story short, man, the guys walked me downstairs and they said, hey, James, man, we appreciate you coming over here, man. Don't ever come over here by yourself, though. I was like, huh? Like I was clueless, Carl. I'd only been in Chicago maybe 5, 6 years, right? But just didn't know. And they were like, man, let me tell you something, James. He said, we see a lot of people who come by here and they'll hand out stuff, whatever, like, hey, here, and then they don't come past here. The fact that you came up this mug with no fear. I said, bro, I didn't have any fear because I didn't know I was supposed to be afraid. I said, man, but what it did was, and I learned this from them, and they taught me this, man, teams can tell, and people can tell when you're committed, right? They can tell when you're doing this because you want to do it, right? And I think the fact that you're putting in so much work, and people do that one off, right? All right, that was great. The fact that you're making this every month is phenomenal, Carl. And I just want to lift you up in that, brother, because it is the consistency, right? It is them hearing this over and over and over again. And interestingly enough, you mentioned that about CNN and business, and you the one that got me on my boy Fine. What's my man's name? The financial guy. Doggone, I forgot his name. You got me on that show. I DVR'd every day. I watch his rant. I can't remember his name, but you know what I'm talking about. The Bloomberg News. Yeah, you got me on that. So like CEOs. Yeah, yeah, yep. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I remember I heard Steve Harvey say this one time. He does his little talks between his shows and tapings. And he said, if you're getting up out of the bed at 10, 11 o'clock, they've already been making decisions 2 or 3 hours earlier that are going to affect your life on the stock market, in business, and finance. They're making decisions that are going to affect your life, and you're laying in the bed at 10:30 and 11 o'clock. And they've been making decisions. You've got to, what'd you say? Yeah. And you have to, one of my words I've been using is intentional. And I feel like we've got to be, as men, as the community, really, we've got to be intentional about moving the community forward. We can't just be like, well, I gave $3 over there. I saw, we've got to be intentional. And I feel like, Carl, you've been intentional about this, right? Putting this together. And we've known each other for a long time. Our kids went to school together. You know what I'm saying? And I that's why I like talking to you, because you enlightened me when you hooked me up to the boy on the financial show, right, on Bloomberg. Yeah, Dave Rubenstein. Yep, that's it. I could not think of his name. I'm like Ramstein, Feinstein. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Yeah. No, listen. This is why I like talking to young. It's funny. I'm talking with you, or not with you, but with the group, men, motivating men, and then the next day I'm speaking at the Leadership Academy to some high school kids. About business and entrepreneurship, mostly African American, Hispanic kids, I believe. And so, because I've always said this. I'm like, man, I really do believe our children are our future. And if these kids are out here, I want to be able to say I had a say in it, right? I want to be able to say, hey, I took the time to make sure that I imparted what I've learned from my dad, and what I've learned from other brothers and from other men that I respect, to make sure I'm imparting that as well. I just want to make sure I don't want to be the one that's complaining, and I've not done anything. I've not tried to talk to it. Yeah. Mm. Hmm. 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 Yep. 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 Mm. Yep. Hmm. Yep. Mm. Mm. I love it. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Come on. Yeah. I love it. I man. Mm. Yes. Yeah. Period. And that's where I said, well, my word this for the past for a while has been intentional. I wake up, I'm like, am I intentional? Was I intentional with what I wanted to do today? Did I impact someone's life? Same thing, man. Some of these young guys, I run into them, they still remember me. Stefan still remembers me coming over to Robert Taylor to talk to Brandon, and Brandon called him over. He still remembers that, man. That was 20 some years ago. You know what I'm saying? And you see, and then you think, man, what if he didn't have anyone in his life to go and look back at, right? To be like, wow, he's seen me grow up. Because a lot of these cats were single family homes, right? So for them to feel like James has seen me grow up, go from high school to being a man and a father, and now I got, that means a lot to them by just in the way they come up to you. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Dovetail. Yep. Awesome. Hmm. Mm. Mm. Yep. Yeah. Twice. I ran into him at the Bulls game one time. I was like, what's up? Because I see it. Okay. Mm. Mm. Right. Love it. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Love it. You ain't got nothing else to do. What's that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Boy, teacher. Oh, I love it. I love it. Man, come on. I love that. I love it. I love it. Man, I love it. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I love that. I love that. I love it. Carl, we got our next group on, man. Dude, you're the man. I appreciate it, bro. I'm glad you're able to get on, man. My engineer told me the Cubs are it's tied 2-2. So it's a good game. But I appreciate you leaving, man. Yeah, I love it. And Carl, if you could send me that flyer, I'll put it on my Facebook and put it on the 1921 Facebook. My man. All right, Carl. Thank you for coming on, man. Thank you very much. You got it. Love it.
Love it.
Okay, okay. WON, Facebook. You know what time it is. I've got Cubs. I got Cubs. I got Cubs. We're about to break it. Everybody knows. Shout out to oh man, I forgot the young lady's name. Oh man, she called me. She got oh man, I'm about to get it. I'm about to get it. I'm about to get it. She got
Her gift certificate.
yeah, gift certificate. Man, I'm all over the place. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot her name, but I got her picture. She got her gift card. Mr. Langley, we got you, sir. We got you coming up. I just got to get out to the south suburbs. That's the only thing. And then, man, I went to the taco place, man. Unfortunately, they don't have gift cards yet. Ruthie Marshall.
Yeah, I heard. I heard.
Ruthie Marshall. She got her Sean Michelle ice cream. And then Josh went to the concert. He saw Kim, Music Soul Child, Lettucey. Yeah, we give away stuff on this show. All you have to do is listen. And we try to feed you. Okay. I still got, man, the brother who won the batters and berries, he hasn't texted me, man. I got a $50 gift certificate and he hasn't texted me. I don't know what's up, man. I don't want
to go to somebody else. Might be a time limit on
it. I know. I got to make it work that way. L. Stanley, we got you coming up, sir. I'm going out to the south suburbs this weekend. So I got your gift card coming. And then the brother who won the taco one, I told him to listen in today so that he could he's gonna pick 3 today. So he's gonna pick not pick 3. Let me rephrase that. He's gonna pick one of the 3 that we go over today. So brother Tori Muhammad, break it down for us, man. We may have to carry this over into the 10 o'clock hour, man, because this is one of my favorite segments. But go ahead, brother.
Man, absolutely, man. And shout out to Carl West. You know, that's my bro, my brother.
Yes.
My media partner in crime.
Love it.
All that, man. So it's always good to hear his voice.
Love it, man.
So All right, so listen, we have some new restaurants.
Okay.
That we want to highlight. One is the Pie Guy Bakery and Cafe. Now, the Pie Guy Bakery and Cafe is 7907 South Champlain Avenue.
Okay.
It is. He got pies and cakes for sure, but he also has some delicious meals.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right, we talking about rice bowl. You can get your choice if you want potato, you want rice, or you want a salad. Your choice of protein, and some vegetables on it. And man, it got some lemonade, man, with some, I don't know what he put in that lemonade. He got a whole little bar over there. He put some stuff in that lemonade.
Wow.
It was absolutely delicious.
You know, all them, I don't know what he put in the lemonade.
Sweet, you know, some of them sweet, them sweeteners.
Yeah.
Them big tall bottles, you know. So he mixed it up. It was good. It was. I don't know, like peach lemonade or something like that. It was good. And out of all the desserts, my favorite is that he got a caramel cake that is banging. Got a bang. Oh, and you know, man, we always, because me and you kindred spirits. He got a good banana pudding too, bro.
I'm never gonna look good this summer, man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey man, we're going to put the work in. We got to work out. We got to make sure we're in shape.
Oh my god.
Because I got a friend of mine, a brother. He's a personal trainer.
Okay.
He said, "Yeah, I know you got carbs."
I know he's like,
we can't go out like this, brother.
Mercy. So what was the name of this one again? The one we just did?
The Pie Guy Bakery and Cafe, 7907 South Champlain. It's right on that.
Sure.
It's on 7th Avenue Champlain. It's a big building, and it has some businesses on the side.
Okay.
Some rental, some commercial spaces. He's in one of them, and he's been doing catering for several years now. So
nice.
Not a stranger. And some people may know him as Mama Maid. He had a restaurant years ago called Mama Maid as well.
I love it. Somebody put on Facebook, "Hey, give me that Batter and Berries gift card." That's it. I gotta try the brother one more time. I hear you, Nicole. I hear you, sister.
They'll text you.
I know. I'm like, I know he listens. I'm like, brother, text me. Let me make sure I give him the number. 312-841. I don't know why I can never remember this number. And it's my number too. So if you won, this brother won the Batters and Berries and Batter. 312-841-3254. Please text me so I can get you this gift.
Yep.
Nicole,
and you know what? What? Batter and Berries now has a second location.
I saw that, bro. I saw it on TikTok today.
3462 Valma Road. They out in Olympia Field.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, holy cow. I wish they come to my party, man. Dang. I've never eaten there before. I got to eat there. I've never eaten there before. I may use that gift card.
Yep. So now, because up north, it could be a time consuming, right? Because especially coming from the south side, you got to get there. Then it's usually a wait, right? Then you got to fight traffic to get back. But now, you on the south side, you can hop right on 57 and be going against traffic.
Right.
And get out there
closer because you're getting right on the expressway. You don't have to no stoplights, no, people walking 20 pair of dogs across the street, man, like up on the west side. Everybody got at least
it is. It's right there. Hey, and it's a stone's throw away from Sean Michelle's.
I don't, bro, listen. I haven't heard, the first time I heard a stone's throw was when we were visiting my cousins in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Really?
Yeah, and he said, we were like, "Hey, where's the store?" He said it was about a stone's throw. We're like, "Oh, what, man?" I'll never forget that. Anyway, okay. So the Pie Guy, what do you recommend there? I know you said the caramel cake, but he said he's got some meals.
He got a rice bowl.
Rice bowl, okay.
Right. Well, I put some on my page about it. He got a bunch of mixed vegetables, rice, and your choice of chicken or fish, or I think a steak or brisket. right, man, it's absolute, it's fire.
Wow, man.
And it's, you know, and it's healthy, it's healthier than, you know, a lot of other stuff.
Sure.
So that's my choice. And that caramel cake.
Okay, caramel cake. I love caramel cake, man. I haven't found the first one I had that was really good. Not first one, but one that I had really good was Ancient Sweet over on 70 on 75th. No, is that Ancient Sweet? No, that's
43rd.
No, not 43rd. Yeah, Ancient Sweet on 43rd. But who's that on 75th?
Oh, Brown, come on now. Brown Sugar Bakery.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I had that caramel cake. Good gracious.
Now Brown Sugar Bakery, Stephanie Hart, that's the OG of caramel cake. And that's, you know, Brown Sugar Bakery and her caramel cake is now synopsis with Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
I can see.
It's like Eli's cheesecake. It's like Garrett's popcorn. Brown Sugar Bakery. You know, you can't beat that.
I can see why. I bought a whole pound cake from there, man.
Yeah. Whoa, that caramel cake on that pound cake.
Man. I haven't done it. I can't do it anymore, bro. I've gotten, man, I'm like Doug Banks back in the day. Big belly mom. I gotta cut this, man. You know, I'm losing. I can't, man. We're going out. I can't. Anyway, all right. So check it out.
That's right.
We're up on the hour. Can you wait on? We want to get the other two restaurants on the other side.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Hey, WVON, we will be right back after these messages. Facebook family, stay tuned because we're giving away gift cards as we always do. We'll be right back.
The talk of Chicago is 1690
WVON.
My man, Tory, man. Stuff coming up, bro. Got some stuff coming up. The new 1921 radio show website, man, it's about to be lit, man. My boy Ontario, you listening? I know Ontario's listening. It's about to be lit, man. I can't even say it now because we're still live. I can't even say it, but man, when I tell you that it's gonna be the way we're setting it up, man. Like Carl mentioned it. I didn't talk about it. But it's going to be 24/7 streaming information, meaning music. It'll be a great opportunity for anybody who just wants to talk, has something to say. Segments. It'll be set up every day. Someone can have their own show, right?
Wow,
and it's, man, dude, I'm pumping stuff into this bad boy. And every artist, every small business that we interview, right? Their interview will be published. Their interview will be published. So now they can share that, right, with their, you know, as they're growing their marketing and doing whatever, they'll be able to share that with people. So, hey, check it out. I was featured on the 1921 radio show, and their article was on there. So they may not want to do interviews, right? They may feel like, but man, they want to be written about, like they're in the Tribune or whatever. So, man, we're kicking off this whole multimedia thing, but it will be it will be this almost 24/7 every day, where people can log on to the website and it'll stream all day. You can hear information, things you want to hear, entertainment, sports. So I'm looking for sports people, you know, stuff like that, man. It'll be like you will just simply log on and you won't have to go anywhere else.
So it's gonna be an online streaming news.
What'd you say?
It's gonna be online news streaming site
24/7. So kind of like, and then finance. Like I want a whole day. Like Carl, you know, hooked me up to Bloomberg. I mean, I was always in finance, but I never watched Bloomberg. Now I'm watching this guy, Robert Feinstein, literally interviewing CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. Like they come on and he interviews them. So we're about to have stuff like that with the finance, with the financial. Oh man, like literally people who are experts in their finance, in their whatever, with their own segment. You know.
The company which will have a woman as president.
We'll see, man. It's coming, man. We're hoping to roll it out next week. We're trying to get it this week. Like my brain, I know my head is big, but the brain capacity is not there, man. I couldn't get it off. You know, so we've got the apps coming out, man, almost all at the same time. The building will be open soon, you know, so it's going to be big, man. But this show, man, you know, I just reached out to Manny Fresh today. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, taking over for the 99 and 2000.
For the 99.
So I'm hoping that he
Cash Money Records.
Right, Cash Money Records. I'm hoping that he responds. Yeah, I just want to get him on. And then I ran into Taylor Bennett, Chance the Rapper's brother, downtown. I was just looking for a parking spot. He was right on Taylor and Taylor. That's his name. Columbus and Ohio and Columbus. I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "What's up?" You know. So I reached out to him. Hopefully, we'll get him on the show. But it's going to be a lot, man. And we're going to do something with the black restaurant stuff, man. You know, every week, every day, every whatever, featuring black restaurants.
Yes, sir.
So you have your own. I know you got your own mess, man. We got to give you another show. Some more mess on 1921 on the radio show, man. On the website, it's going to be dope. So.
Can I change my answer?
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing
it. About to revolutionize black news. And then if you own a blog, if you own media, if you have a newspaper in Atlanta, if you have a blog in Miami, and you know, in the African diaspora, we're gonna list you on there so people can be like, I wonder what's going on in Atlanta. You simply click on the link and you can read what's going on in Atlanta. What are people doing in Atlanta? What are they going through in Atlanta? What are they doing to move the community forward in Atlanta? What are they doing to move the community forward in Arizona? Wherever it is, if you own a newspaper, a blog, or whatever, you'll be able to tie in through 1921 to the new website.
That's beautiful, man. Make it a hub.
So you could be here and just find out, and like I said, read about what's going on in other cities. You know, what are black people doing? What are entrepreneurs doing in Dallas, Texas? What restaurant should I be going to if I got to go to a business trip in Dallas? Where should I go? You know, who is the Tory Muhammad in Dallas, right? Who is the I Got Jobs in Dallas? That's where I need to go.
Right.
Or is it Tory Muhammad?
Man, that's beautiful,
or is
man.
it Tory himself, national? We may just have to fly you out there, bro.
That's what's up.
Find all the restaurants.
Huh?
All right. Let me see where we're at. Hold on. What's up?
I'm going to post the one I just mentioned in the chat.
Say it again.
I'm posting the restaurant.
Okay. So we'll get the other two because I gotta give away one to my guy. He's gonna text in with the one he wants to pick, and then we'll give away another one. So I gotta get out to the south suburbs to food for the soul. No, the food for the soul.
For Banner and Berries.
No, the food for the soul one. Is that the one it was, or soul for the? I thought it was food for the soul. It was a south suburban one.
The one I mentioned.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
What, last week?
Was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. It was food. I'm almost positive it was called Food for the Soul.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Is it called Food for the Soul?
Yep. L&G, Food for the Soul.
Food for the Soul.
Yep.
So I got to go out there this weekend and get a gift card for that from Mr. Langley.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about to come back on.
Okay. I'm trying to find the restaurant to tag on.
What's up? Man, you having problems today, man. No, today. But my son ate a bad vegetables or whatever. He was out messed up. But he we kept him at home today because his body was just, dry heaves with nothing coming up, man. It's just so. Oh, I should have told him that. Oh no, I thought you said ginger. And I thought you said ginger something, not ginger ale. Like I was like, oh, yeah. That's what we should have got him for.
Where is
the fountain blowing everywhere? I love this song.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
All right. Pure perfection. I can hear this. I can listen to this song every day, 10 times a day. Okay, boss. All right. WVON familia. I hope you're listening. Cause of fire and desire. Fire and desire. Rick James, Tina Marie. Fire and desire. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I swear I'm not drinking. It's a clearly Canadian. I'm not drinking alcohol. I gotta get Jonathan Swain up here to be a liquor sponsor, and I will drink during the show. I mean, have a sip. All right. Yeah, we need to get a sponsor for the
right.
Jeep. Spilling it. We gotta get a sponsor for that.
Right.
I'm working on that now. I gotta get a sponsor for this. I'm working on one sponsor for the restaurant.
Airplane.
I got Cobb Show.
We need an airplane sponsor.
Yeah. I'm working on one right now. We'll see. But okay, WVON family, welcome back. All right, we're about to give away some tickets here. We got 2 more restaurants about to cover, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to eat too, man. Where we going?
All right, so the next place we're gonna go is Rap and Roll Cafe. Rap and Roll Cafe is what's the address? 1141 Southwestern. So you talking about your wraps, your salads, right? They got some they got egg rolls, they got tacos. So man, me and the wife we got a bunch of stuff from there, man. So they got from buffalo chicken to jerk chicken to grilled chicken wraps. They got salmon tacos. They got some good desserts too. They got a strawberry banana pudding.
Wait, that what's the name had that too? Didn't she? Jars by Jasmine.
Yeah. She had that too.
Yeah. My wife had that one. She loved it.
Yep. So that one, 1141 Southwestern is right over there. You know, off of Roosevelt and Western.
Okay.
They got a nice seating area, right? Nice. It's not huge.
Okay.
But you got when you first walk in, there's some nice area to sit in. Then you go up the little ramp, and they have more seating area up there. The owner, the restaurateur, Jay Hughes, man, she got a nice setup there.
Wow, I love it.
So,
and I love the name.
You gotta try them out.
Rap and roll. I love raps, bro. I would check that. I'm gonna check that out myself.
Yeah, the raps are fire.
Okay.
So, all right. So, matter of fact, they have some smoothies too. The smoothies are excellent as well.
Oh, okay. I'm writing that down.
And again, man, I love, places you can get your fill, but it's not heavy food, right? Those wraps, and you're gonna get filled up. Matter of fact, that salmon, and they put so much stuff inside of that wrap, man. I had one. I just had all kind of stuff, giardiniera and sauce just falling out of it as I was eating it.
Wow.
Absolutely delicious.
Okay. Wraps it is, man. I love it. I love the name Rap and Roll too. I love it. It's so creative. I love it.
Right. So yeah, when you walk in, it's a musical theme in there too. So she got different music artists, just a variety on the wall. So it's like a place where you got some great food. They got a soul food Sunday buffet too, but you can go in there and and get your little snaps on for your Facebook and Instagram and TikTok videos and pictures.
Okay.
Yep, nice decor.
Okay, love it. And that's on Western.
1124 Southwestern.
1124. I love it. Okay. All right. I hope you listen, WVM family. And
No. 1141.
1141.
I'm putting it in the chat.
Okay.
1141.
I hope you're listening because we're giving away $25 gift card. Well, after that, we got to get to the third restaurant because you may be like this is like almost like let's make a deal. Do you want to eat at the first two restaurants or do you want to wait behind door number 3? What's the third restaurant?
All right, so this third one. Now this is the first time I'm doing this, James.
Uh-oh.
This third one I have not been to yet.
Okay.
Right, but I've been hearing some things, man. I've been checking them out, and I think this might be another real go-to spot. This is Fork Fantasy Creole Soul Restaurant.
Oh, I love the name.
Now, I believe they were a part of the Taste of Black Chicago, the first one.
Okay.
As a food vendor. So, but now they have a straight up restaurant, right? So, we're looking forward, man, to tasting them out there. Out 506 West Harrison Street.
506.
So what's that? That's like that West Loop.
Yeah.
Taylor area.
Yep. That's not far from the taco place.
Right, exactly. 506 West Harrison Street. And you know, man, this is a testament, man, because you know, man, 10 years ago, black-owned restaurants were just on the south side and the west side, and you know, and you didn't have that much variety.
Yeah.
Right. But you know, there's been just an incredible growth. So you got so many that's downtown now. You got so many that's in, you know, areas that we weren't in before, from Bridgeport to this Taylor Street area. That's, you know, South Loop. Man, just an amazing explosion of black restaurants that are putting a stamp on the black culinary arts experience in Chicago, where, man, it might not be another city can touch us.
I don't think so. I mean, not everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, North Side.
Everywhere.
I mean, Luella's Southern Kitchen is way up on Lincoln and Wilson there.
Yep.
Right? And you got people like me traveling from the South Side all the way up there. Even if I'm just getting it to go, I'm driving all the way. That's an hour. That's almost 40 minutes there. And then I'm 40 minutes back. That's part of my day to go to eat there. Because it's good. I swear, it's like they literally, and I said this last time, they were in New Orleans and they just picked up the whole restaurant and put it on a trailer and drove all the way to Chicago. It's as if you are in New Orleans. The homemade biscuits,
man, that's beautiful.
They make the jelly, the chicken and sausage gumbo, the roux, all that stuff. Man. I'm gonna have to give a gift card.
See, we're doing it.
I'm gonna have to give a gift card.
We're doing it on a big level.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Downtown, West Loop, that was unheard of.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I mean, when I saw Harold's downtown, I was like, what?
Right.
Harold's downtown. Okay, WVOM family. I'm going to give away 2 people going to get a gift card. All right. You pick the restaurant. All right. 773-591-1690. We're going to take caller 1 and caller 2. Okay. 77. And now, if you won already, do not call in. All right. Do not call in if you won already. Y'all be. I'm not mad at you, though.
Use a different voice.
Yeah,
right, don't use a different voice.
Talk about, what you want me to say, Granny? Oh, don't tell me. All right, 591-1690, 773. I need to know which restaurant you want. Tori, can you go over those 3 again, please, sir?
Yep, absolutely. We have Rap and Roll Cafe, 1141 Southwestern. We have the Pie Guy Bakery and Cafe, 7907 South Champlain. And we have Fork Fantasy Creole Soul Restaurant, which is 506 West Harrison.
Creole food. Okay, do we have anybody yet? Jay, looks like we have somebody. Hey, you listen to the 1921 radio show. Hey,
who's this?
Nico, what's up, homie? Nico.
Hey, I was waiting.
I love it. All right, which restaurant you picking?
I think I'm going to try Creole.
Creoles. All right. Fork Factory.
That Fork Fantasy.
Fork
Go ahead,
Fantasy.
Nia Cole.
Nia Cole. All right, here's what I need you to do.
I'm liking your comments right now.
Oh, wow. I need you to text me, okay? At 312-841-3254. All right? You say, hey, this is Nico, and I want the Fork Fantasy Clear, please.
So you said 312-841-8254.
No, 3254. You're close. 3254.
Okay, so 312-841-3254.
841-3254. Yep. So text me so I know, because I'm going to go get this gift card. You got $25 gift card. And then since we have been there, I want you to come, let us know how it goes. Take a picture there. Instagram, post it, Think 1921 Radio. All right.
Okay,
Tag 1921. I got you, okay? All right. Okay, we need one more winner. I got to give away one more gift card. $25 card for the next winner. Do we have anybody? Want to put them through? Hey, 1921 Radio, what's your name?
Hi, this is Brenda.
This is Brenda. Hello, Brenda. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Man, this is the first time I'm hearing this gift card.
Oh, we've been doing it.
We've been doing it for like a month. I'm usually not on this late, but now I'm keeping my radio on like all night. I've been missing.
Girl, you missing.
But I got this one.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You are in. So, all right, which restaurant are you going to?
Can I do the Creole?
You sure can.
I just heard the person before.
Yeah, that saves me trip. I can go to one place. Thank you. All right. So I need you to text me at 312-841-3254. 3254. That's 312. I need your name. Text me your name and your phone number. Well, I'll get your number. Never mind. Because I got to be able to call you. Okay. So we're gonna try and get them. We're gonna try and get them this weekend, and then we'll arrange to get you the gift card. We're gonna take a quick picture. We're gonna post it everywhere because we want to let everyone know that when you listen to the 1921 Radio Show, you're getting educated, and we're gonna feed you. All right, we got to support these black restaurants. Okay, thank you so much for listening, Brenda. All right, bye. Corey, my man. Thank you, sir, for another incredible Thursday. I appreciate it, man. We putting all these restaurants on, man. We putting all of them on.
Yes, sir.
All right, my man.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard Tori Muhammad with I Got Carbs. All right, we got finance coming up. You heard her 2-3 weeks ago last month. Her name is Selena Bellows with Bellows Finance. She's giving out some hot financial and insurance information, and we're waiting for Selena to come on board. Selena, are you there? Selena, ¿ustedes aquí?
Hey.
There she is.
I was trying to use my computer.
We can't hear you.
Trying to do it on. Can you hear me now?
We cannot hear you.
Oh no.
We cannot hear you.
It's Selena. But sorry, I said it like you were supposed to know who I was. iPhone. There we go.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Where's your picture? Is your camera on?
Yes.
You were there a second ago. Now I see your initials. Now it's this really cool blue color. It's like space.
Oh, front camera. Okay. All right. I was trying to do it on my computer, but yeah. Next time I have to email the link.
No problem. And you called in, right? 772.
Yes.
All right, awesome. So you're on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, Selena, it is your show, girl. Help us out.
Okay, y'all. Welcome to Better Living segment with Bettering Lives with Bellows LLC, where we are talking about financial issues and how it's tied to insurance. Okay, so this week, something that we are going to touch on is how insurance can be used towards retirement. This is not talked about a lot, and it really was sparked in my soul to talk about it this week because I came across a video on Instagram. A young man, his Instagram name is Wall_Street_Trapper. And he was discussing in a video how there's going to be like a 23% cut to Social Security and Medicare and by 2035, year 2035. And so 2035 is literally 12 years away from now. So I wanted to talk about that tonight, how insurance can be used towards retirement, because a lot of us, younger generation, by the time we get to retirement age, we are not going to have any Social Security left for us. And if it is, it's going to be bare minimum. So you are going to have more than one resource for income when you reach elderly age. Even now, a lot of our elders are struggling who are depending on Social Security. And it's crazy because everybody pays taxes, and you are paying into something that literally is not going to be there for you. And they are warning us now. This is a fact. So I fact checked this topic. You can Google cut to Social Security benefits. It is a plethora of articles talking about how Congress has released that there is a bare minimum is going to be a 20% cut by the year of 2035 to Social Security. This is major. And I understand that a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm not going to need Social Security. I have a 401k. I have this, I have that. But we have to pay attention, because if you have elders in your family, they are going to be affected by that also. So even if you are set and you're perfectly ready for retirement and you have your plan and you're executing it, you're doing what you got to do, you may also obtain an additional expense by having to help elders in your family, because they are going to be receiving less money and they weren't prepared for that. So, and it's not their fault. Life happens. Nobody saw that. I mean, we always joked about it. Like, we've been joking since college, like, yeah, by the time we get to retirement, we're not going to have Social Security. But the fact that it is a reality now, we have to get on it with obtaining whole life policies and IULs when you are young. Let's get these policies now, because they accrue cash value. And if you are letting that build up 20, 30, 40 years, when you hit retirement, you have a cash cow sitting on the side that you can pull from if your 401k runs out. If other things that you have set up runs out, or even if you don't even have it in place, you know that you have a whole life policy or IUL policy set up that you can pull money from to help you during retirement. So again, I'm going to say again, get on it with getting a whole life policy. Get on it with getting IULs while you are at your current age and you are in a good health condition. Because again, life insurance is beneficial for more than just when you die. It is literally can be beneficial to you all throughout your living of your life. So I really want you all to take it serious, because at the end of the day, Social Security is getting cut. That is a fact. And if it's just 20% at year 2035, imagine what it's going to be by 2050, 2060. And that's the age where people in the 20s, us in our 30s, 40s, you are going to be getting closer to that or in the thick of it. So the older generation currently now, that's not going to be their problem. That's going to be ours. So let's start preparing. Let's get on it. And again, let's start doing research. I want you all to seriously tonight, just type in cut to Social Security benefit, because I want you all to understand exactly what they are saying. And I want you all to understand that with whole life and IULs, you can pull money from your policy to help you through retirement. And that is your financial/insurance segment for this week. Better Living with Bettering Lives with Bellows LLC. James, is back to you.
I love it. Thank you so much. I know you guys got a lot out of that. Whoa, baby.
Yeah, security.
Right. That was good. That's crazy.
Slowly but surely.
So, I was listening to you. I'm like, my mouth was like.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I saw his video.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, quickly, what are some things that, and I know you went over this, but what else can you share that people can begin to do?
Saving money. You have to start saving money.
Okay.
And putting money to the side. And you have to put it in something that is going to get you some compound interest on top of it. Especially if you don't have just $500 sitting around every month that you can pour into something. You need to get something that's going to build some interest over the years, over time, that's going to increase. And that's why I mentioned whole life and IULs, index universal life insurance policies, because they give you that increased interest over time. So,
over time. That's incredible. And I know you don't touch on this, but I've been seeing all this information on the new mortgage thing, where people, like, if you have good credit and whatever, you're going to pay a little more to subsidize people with bad credit and low income who are trying to buy a house. Did you see that? I was like, well, if you have bad credit, low income, should you be getting a mortgage? I mean, this is what we saw in 2008, right? People who couldn't afford a house, they were like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You at Wendy's, don't worry about it." And these guys were just trying to get these bonuses, and we had this huge crash. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just look what did Kanye say? I just say the facts, and you go from there. I mean, that's what's scary to me. And so I'm thinking what you were just talking about in this financial crisis. If you're not saving money, if you don't have any investments anywhere accruing and making money for you, or will make money for you, it's going to be tough. And it ain't just going to be black people. It ain't going to just be black people. But I'm glad we're talking to.
This is Social Security is for everybody. That's not race based. That is an American based fund, literally. So that everybody needs to be paying attention to that. And literally, like I said, get into it with the life insurance. Whole life and IULs can literally be an additional tool for saving for retirement. So we got to act now. You can't wait till 2030 to try to do something, so you can be prepared for when it starts. Like, start now. Let's start now.
Right. Imagine starting now, and in 7 years, you've got this lump sum.
Literally.
Wow.
So that's why I preach so much, so heavy on getting the policies. And even if you have to start off with a term policy and convert it over to a whole life or IUL, that's perfectly fine, because you can maybe only afford $50 a month. That's perfectly fine. At least you're starting. You're on the journey. That's all I'm saying. We have to start. We can't just keep talking about it. We actually have to put some fire to the food and get it burning.
And Selena, real quick, how can people get in? I know you shared it, but can you please share with our listeners again?
Bettering Lives with Bellows on all social media platforms. That's TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. If you want to call or text for a quote or to set up an appointment, the phone number is 312-909-4968. You can also visit our website to book an appointment, and that is www.bellows, BELLOWS.life, LIFE. Book your appointment today.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, please, 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 we can no longer say, I didn't know.
Yeah.
We can't say it anymore.
I mean, they're distracting us talking about Trump. Baby, look, Trump is not going to ignore that. Okay. Worry about your finances. Let's get these finances in order, because Trump is set. Okay. Whatever happens to him, he's set. Let's get our stuff together.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why this show is so important, why we're doing it. We're bringing subject matter experts who know these things. Set up an appointment. Even if you're curious, I mean, like she said, even $50, 7 years from now, where will that be? 2030. Right. We've got to be a community that thinks 5 years out, 10 years out, 15 years out. Right? We can't look back and like, dang, man, can I get in now? I got, well,
and also start.
I mean, you can, but
even
that's a great one.
Start with your kids. One day you're not going to be here, and your kids are going to need money. They're going to need it. Start setting them up instead of spending all this money on graduation gifts and proms and things like that. Get them an IUL.
I love it. I love it. I don't know if we have a caller for you, but we have a Madeline. It's for me. It's for me. Okay.
All right,
Selena. Well, thank you very much. All right. We'll see you in a couple. Next week. That's right. We'll see you next week. All right, Selena. Thank you. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. Can you put Madeline? Madeline, hi. 1921 Radio. How are you doing? Madeline, hold on, don't hang up. Okay, because we had someone hit me up on and I got their text message. They wanted your information and you didn't call. I didn't get your number again. We talked over the radio, but I needed you to text me because this brother wanted your information. I said, okay, as soon as she texts me, I'm gonna get it to you. So I'm gonna need you to write my number down, okay? Because I need you to text me. This brother wanted to talk to you. All right, I'm gonna give you my number. Ready? Let me know when you're ready. Okay. So it's 312. Okay. 841 3254. Yes, 312-841-3254. Please text me, your name and if you have an email address, how I can connect you with this brother, because he loved what we were talking about and he wanted to connect with you. I told him I didn't have your information, but as soon as you were to text me or call, I would give it to him. So he texted me again, and I'm so glad you called because he wanted your information. So I hope he's listening now. He knows I wasn't lying and I didn't forget about him. I just didn't have your information. So please text me so I can connect you. However you want me to connect you. If you want me to give him your number or your email address, whichever one you want. But I want your number anyway so we can continue our conversation, what we're going to be doing with 1921. Okay. Sure. Okay. That'll be good. I love that. Yeah, we're hopefully we'll be open. I mean, contract has been coming out, so hopefully we'll be. I'm hoping we'll be open in the next few weeks. So we gotta get this, put in some new heating and cooling, and then the flooring. So I'm hoping that we'll be ready in the next few weeks. Yep. June, July-ish. I love it. I'm so glad you called. What a blessing. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm glad you called. So, all right, we will definitely talk about that, but please text me your information and then the information you want me to connect you with this other brother. Okay. Thank you, Madeline, for calling. All right. Bye-bye. Send. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm looking at the screen here and it has your name up here. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, WVOM family, Facebook family, we got some stuff coming up after these messages, after this break, a few commercials. WVOM got to pay some bills, okay? But after this, we got the entertainment news coming up with G-Main. Coming up soon. See you after these messages. Man. What's up, WVOM peoples? Shelly Overstreet. Oh, man. What's up, Shelly? What's up, Shelly Overstreet? I got to make sure I say hey to everybody. All right. Who we got? Shelly Overstreet. Sheila Bow. Thank you, Sheila. I got to reach out to you, my sister. All right. Thank you so much. So many of y'all listening. Thank you so much. Barry B, my little brother. Cherie Street. Love it. Ontario. Jack Sony. Lisa Montgomery. Hey, what's up, Lisa? It's been a long time. Marcy. Cal Goose. I need glasses. D-Roy Callens. What's up, baby boy? Baby boy, where you been? Boy. It's been a while. I ain't seen you around. I forgot what movie that's from. Okay. I'm gonna have you come over here and you get ready to rock and roll, or you can sit there. It's up to you. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna introduce. See how we can do this. Yeah, because people are probably just looking. Yeah. Just watch out for this mess right over here. Is there a way to log on? I don't know how Tori does it, but Tori gets on Facebook and then he shares. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I need something
Hmm.
I need a tall.
For the
I got it.
okay. Oh, my crackers.
You got some crackers today?
I got Oreos.
That's close enough for her.
Oh, is that right? You chocolate? There's a napkin here if you want. You put a force on my mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
I got in here, bro.
Yeah, save you some.
1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, is it plugged up? Is it plugged up? Just turn the volume on. Is it plugged up? It's not? Hey man, what song you want to play?
DMX, they don't know who we.
I don't think they got any clean version.
It's a clean
DMX
version.
what?
They don't know.
They don't know? Okay, you take that you want. Oh man. I feel like that TikTok today drained me. Just let me know how long you want to go.
Huh?
Just let me know how long you want to go. Give me that white phone. If I get. Thank you, sir.
Getting ready for it.
Get people the number to call in.
Y'all get ready.
Hey, Jay.
You can hear the music, but can't hear yourself.
Take those headphones out. I'm gonna get us some more. Them headphones are really great.
Oh, really? Okay. You need this? What you got? I don't know what this is.
Next.
Too loud. Oh.
Because I can look over here if I have to.
No, it's not. It's the headphones.
I went quiet over here.
Huh?
I went quiet over here
Oh,
too.
because just tap the where it's connected at. Well, then just tap a little bit. Yeah, sure.
Ain't doing nothing.
Interesting.
I ain't hearing nothing over here.
Let's see something. It was just on it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and then it just went out.
I need to buy some headphones.
Let's do these, y'all. 1921.
I got one of them, but I want to get something like this. Oh, no. Just
There it
something.
is.
Okay. What about you?
You give me some more headphones for me?
What is that? Okay. What about these? I put these over there?
You can hear again, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear again, right?
I ain't got nothing coming through my mic.
Oh no, it ain't gonna come on until I cut it on.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Let me get up. Here we go.
No, you good.
No. See, this is like.
Hey, what up, big sis? Big bro about to do his thing. Still get myself set and ready.
So the brother texted me like, okay, I know you didn't forget about it. I said, bro, I did forget. The sister did call me. I was like, oh. But this one was plugged up before. So I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to be on.
Okay, so if you're not gonna be on it, yeah, I'll
Okay.
move over, and then what we'll do.
You want to move over here? Okay.
We'll
we'll just plug it up right there.
Okay.
So we'll keep yours plugged in.
You still need this, or you can use the jack.
Oh, yeah, we can use a bigger jack. Yep. See, the problem is when these hosts of these different shows, they leave and they start, pulling, pulling the headphones off.
Right.
These things are fragile. They can strip, they can break.
Yeah.
I just may buy some, man. Huh? May just buy some. Take it with me.
If you want my recommendation, I usually tell everybody to try to bring your own.
Okay.
Because you have a better chance of them things working. Because they really beat up on ours. Okay, you can hear it, it's a little. You can hear it's a little spotty, but it's like one ear.
That's cool. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. That's okay.
right.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so and James, you want to sit right
Yeah, I'm
there?
still there. I mean, I'm just part of the show, really.
Hey, however you want to do it, man.
I'm good. I'm just gonna be chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You good?
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
Okay. So your music's gonna start. It'll be probably about a minute or play.
Okay.
Just give them the thumbs up. You ready?
Can you hear me?
Mics ain't on yet.
There we go.
Yep. All right. Ladies and gentlemen of WVON 1690. It's your boy G-Main, and guess what? It's time to dish the G with G-Main. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got our own show, so we're going to rock it the way we going to rock it. It's going to be myself, and it's going to be more Seta, and she's going to bring more to what we already doing. So that's what it's all about. So let's get this party started. Yay. Say it one more time. I don't think they heard you.
How y'all doing out there? 1921 Radio representing.
What? Y'all heard what time it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start dishing something to G. First things first, let's talk about Mr. Jonathan Majors. So what we got going on with Mr. Majors? Well, the man seemed to be getting in some trouble there with some girl that he been with. And it's not looking good for him because he's been losing a lot since this incident happened. So it's like, he was arrested for assault and things of this nature. So now he losing endorsements. You know, he losing movies. You know, he losing a whole lot of stuff right about now.
What happened to that proof that they had?
Well, it's one of them things where they got to investigate. So, but you know, in that industry, you really can't put yourself in the middle of an investigation because before anything can really happen, you're gonna lose everything before you even get started. It's not it. Well, you know, that's the way Hollywood rolls. So can't be mad at them about that. But I say this, like I say to many people, you picked her.
But what happened to guilty until proven innocent?
Man, this Hollywood. In Hollywood, they don't believe none of that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hollywood got its controversies, but the thing is, you know, when they said these days, it's a little different from what it was back in the day. Well, now, you know what I'm saying? They take in charge a little bit quicker, and before their decisions can come out, in my mind, the decision is a little bit too quick. So for him, I don't know.
They dropped him like a hot potato.
Man, and you talking about he just got through with the Rocky Creed movie that just came out not too long ago, and it did good.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah, and his character, I mean, yeah, it is kind of ironic. So at the end of the day, you know, he kind of falls short on, you know, what's supposed to be going on. But hey, like I said, he picked her, and I don't know the full circumstances of what went down. And to be honest, it's kind of sketchy. It's in the air. They haven't really put anything on top of it just yet. So we really can't say, well, this is what it is and so on and so forth. We got to kind of keep it in that balance. We can do that, but Hollywood, they ain't trying to hear that. That's not they, you know, that's not their critique. They ain't on none of that right there. So, I mean, it's a bad situation. And it's one of them things, you know, you have to be mindful of what you do. And I can't sit here and try to act like, or any man shouldn't sit there and try to act like they roses when it come down to an argument, because you don't know where a person's head at the time. So we can't sit up there and try to judge the man and say, oh, he's this and he's that. We don't know what the motives is. Okay, and speaking of motives, some I read over the what was that, last week or so, coming into this week, about the football player and his wife. Oh man. Oh, I gotta touch this, y'all. I gotta touch it. So basically what happened was the football player marries his girl, and she becomes his wife. So many years later, like maybe about somewhere between 2 and 5, she decides she wants to get a divorce. Now, I know this is a gold digging standard. I can't, like I said, I can't call what people do, but I know.
Came in with $3 million.
But I don't know. Because, see, it's a lot of them that come in with their own, but trying to leave with somebody else's stuff. And that's basically what happened when they went to court. She went on some she trying to take this and she trying to take that and this, that, and the third. And bang, she got hit. Found out ain't none of the stuff in his name.
I mean, man, it took her this long to figure it out.
Hey, listen.
You didn't see him write a check or something?
Hey, you got to remember something. Most time when they in them type of statuses, there's other people handling their money. So we can't, you know, it's a lot of ways we can approach that. But I know for a fact that a lot of times when they in those positions, they don't really deal with their money like that. That's why most of them end up in jail from tax evasion and things of that nature, because the fact of they're not handling their money. They got other people handling for them. But no, she didn't see this coming at all. And it goes back to a song that says something. Oh yeah, wasn't that Manny Fresh now? Where they was talking about, I got everything in my mama name, but I'm her rich. Da-da-da-da-da. So it was already written long before the game was already put out there, and apparently moms and him took heed to that. And basically what she ended up with nothing, because at the end of the day, he put everything in his OG name, and well.
I mean, you know what? From a mother's perspective, I can understand that. He was 19. This woman was 31.
Hey, OG put him on game. That's what it was. OG said, hold on. Before you get out there in the world, let me show you some things.
I mean, what is a 31-year-old woman?
Hey, no, I mean, say what you say.
What is it that a 31-year-old woman would want with a 19-year-old?
And you know what? Honestly, that goes back to the stuff that we used to deal with back in the days, where the old guys used to come up there to the high schools and start picking up them little 16 and 17-year-old girls. with Jerry curl grease all on their collars. Yeah, I mean, it's been bad for a long time. Yeah, it's been bad for a long time. So yeah, this just, one of those instances where, yeah, it's one of those things where street knowledge won this one all day long. That's why they say it's good to be universal, because boy, you can learn a lot of stuff on a whole lot of levels. So I don't know about that part, but I can tell you this much. That right there in particular said a lot about our society and a lot of stuff that's been going on, because even on, I think, YouTube and TikTok, they had these things where they do the gold digger thing.
What is that?
Basically what it is like, it be these chicks that wouldn't holler at you for whatever reason it is until they find out you got some super expensive car or something like that, and then they all raring to go. I saw one about last Wednesday where this chick she had a good dude, he had good money and so on and so forth, and she got in this dude car and she went to talking about how all that don't mean nothing when it comes to money.
Him getting in the car.
Yep.
And when she didn't want to say nothing to him.
Right. So right about now we're getting ready to take a break, but we're gonna be back to this some more G with your boy G, man, and
more as in more entertainment.
Yeah, it is. So we'll be back in 2 in 2.
All right, man.
Oh yeah.
Bring my pillow next. Just let me know when you're done. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, hey y'all. We live now.
Yeah. Give them the number. So next time you give them the number.
So they
I know
can
you gave it to them, but just give them like, hey, that would be on family if you want to hear what y'all think about that.
Or
whatever you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
So the people who watch it on my feed, call in at 773-591-1690 if you got any questions, recommendations, so forth. For all my business people watching me, my group, love y'all. Hey, I'll see you.
All right, y'all. So when we come back, we're gonna get ready to open up the lines. Call in at 773-591-1690. We're gonna talk and discuss some of these things. But before we discuss, I'm gonna hit a topic with y'all before we get into the discussion. So y'all just get ready for that. Y'all ready out there? Be ready, because I'm coming.
Tell your mamas and them, y'all get ready to go on radio.
Right after break.
Just one, right?
Yeah.
My group. I'm just send a shout out to my group.
Oh, okay.
What time is it?
It is now.
They do it at the top of the hour commercial. So,
No, I'm saying what time is it now?
11.
11. Okay, because I told my people to log in.
11:02.
Okay. Look at that.
Thank you so much.
No, this is good.
What up, y'all? What up, Mimi? What up, Kayla? Y'all get ready, because the phone line is going to be open in a little bit. So I'm going to let y'all know, and y'all be ready. Big sis, I see you out there. Man, it's hot.
He said it was hotter earlier.
I believe. I'm coming here with mini air conditioning.
My crown, my glory. I'm about to send a shout out to you, baby girl. Make sure y'all can tune in on iHeartRadio. That way you can hear the news segments and everything. You can stay there live as well. Whatever makes you happy.
What's going on, Sharika?
Just give me that cue.
Is that?
Y'all got some commercials.
Oh, what's the commercial?
A lot of them.
Oh, hey.
You done made it. Mama, you done made it. I want some tickets to a restaurant.
Huh?
I want some tickets to a restaurant.
Oh, where you want to go?
Somewhere that sound good. The one with the banana food.
That was, I wrote it in my book. I'll figure it out. That was one on Champlain, I think. You got the strawberry banana pudding.
That was a good pick for the song.
Uh-huh.
Those y'all wonder what's going on. We're waiting for the commercials to do what commercials do. They pay the bills.
That's when the music started. Give them a thumbs up.
Say that again.
And then you start the intro music, just give them a thumbs up. It'll play for about 30, 40 seconds.
Okay. These fillers in between. Yeah, she was 31 years old. She had a plan. So off. Oh, anyway. He's been training people to work out.
Do that. Oh, for real?
He's working out at this gym in the neighborhood, and police officers pull him over. Female police officers asking, how does he work on his arms? He turned to silent. They turned to silent. Followed this man a block.
Are you serious?
Very. He's used to it. I'm like, man, I would have been found.
Okay.
All you don't have to do is bring him on to the gym.
Right.
What's going on, Takenya?
I thought I took my hat off. Over there.
Here we go, y'all.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. For all those that's new, we are welcoming you to Dissing the G with G-Man, where we talk about entertainment and things that's going on in the entertainment world. Try to take some of this GOSSIP and separate it from some of the LIEs. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Moore, you got somebody you want to holler at before we get going?
I sure do. I want to send a shout out to My Crown, My Glory nut-free hair and skin products for women, men, and children with natural or relaxed hair. You can find her products at mycrownmyglory.org, or you can simply go to this the hair supply store located at 9011 South Ashland, or you can find it at Walmart.com or Amazon.com. If you couldn't hear what I said, or if you need me to repeat it, just simply go on my page. I will post the information.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and let's get into the next topic. Now, I'm about to hit on a touchy situation that took place over the past week, past weekend or so, or last week coming into this week. So you had a situation where a student and a teacher got into it. Basically, the student was getting her phone taken away and decides she wants to fight with the teacher. Now, my take on that, real talk.
Real talk. Give it to us. Real and raw.
First off, I don't know who raising these kids these days, but if anybody out there feel like that kid was in the right for what she did, y'all completely wrong. And if you feel like that teacher was in the wrong, I'm being honest with y'all. Y'all better understand something. Teachers are people as well. And just like they people, they was taught just like you were taught not to let people put their hands on you. That'd be yourself, your kid, or anybody else. These are parents of their own children. These are people that live life. You can't expect for your kid to go to a public place like school, cut up like that, decide they're going to put their hands on a teacher, and then the parent going to have a problem with it. So I'm going to tell y'all now, that's going to be a touchy subject, so let's talk about it. Call in at 773-591-1690 so we can discuss this whole thing. The phone lines is open. So once again, call in at 773-591-1690 and let's talk about it. So anyway,
I just think that it amazes me to see all these adults siding with the child.
You know what's funny about it? I know in our generation, we was taught to not act up while we was at school. Most time your parents would show up if you was up there cutting up and you wouldn't even know they was there, and you don't find out until somebody look in the window and say, "Who mama is that?"
Oh, Lord, my mama came with rollers and a fur coat in the summertime. I learned right then I'll never do that again.
Oh yeah, so that right there is a prime example of things to come when it comes to parenting. Now, for all you parents that's against what that teacher did, put yourself in her position. I want every last one of y'all that got a problem with what she did to put yourself in her position. These kids in this day and time, they are not about respect. They don't respect authority. They don't respect the teachers. They don't respect nothing. And then the first thing they want to do when you're going against their grain, they want to fight. And then you got parents that sit there and go with this stuff. Y'all, some of you parents out there trying to be friends with your kids, and you can't do that. It's a fine line, and some of y'all is crossing it. And at the end of the day, what we saw is a kid doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. The parent is not there to take care of that situation. Everybody says, "Oh, well, they should have waited for the adult." What you supposed to wait for the adult to do? After this child probably mess around and knock your eye out your dang on socket because you're trying to hold your position. No, you got to protect yourself. These kids ain't what we used to be back in the day.
These kids fear nothing. I mean, we were taught how to fear God first. And, at our school, we had, Bible, prayer. We went to church. We feared consequences. We feared neighbors telling our mothers.
Exactly. And that's when we did the community. It takes a community to raise a child. And to that point, a child's supposed to have a natural fear of their parent. But these days, they don't have it because the parent too busy trying to be a friend. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, the line is open. Call us up at 773-591-1690, and let's throw on a discussion and see what y'all think about what went down. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to stand firm on what I'm saying. If it was my kid up there acting up like that, and my kid decided to swing on a teacher, or for that matter, put their hands on the teacher, look, One thing we learned in our time, our parents wasn't taking our side when they came up there. That was bottom line. And you shut up until they're done having their discussion. And when they done having their discussion, if your parents found out that you were the problem, you were the one acting a fool, you were the one that was going to get it when it's said done. One, for disrespecting, flat out. That's just bottom line. I don't care what the situation was. If you had was taught any type of respect and you stepped across that line, your parents got at you for it. And that's what ends up happening. And in this case right here, I saw on Facebook how a lot of people went against that. You can't go against something that you yourself was taught. Every last one of us around my age was taught we don't let nobody put their hands on us, period, point blank.
But what about when you, like, I'm telling you what, and back in the day, the parent wouldn't even have to be called because the principal would have.
Well, see, that's all the makings of all the stuff, you know, that go on with DCFS and things of that nature. You know, they don't really understand our culture in that type of range. For example, and this leads into the next point. For the thing like that, what happened downtown recently, you had a ton of kids down there acting up, cutting up, doing all the stuff that they shouldn't be doing. And at the end, they was down there destroying property and all this other stuff. Yeah. And then they wonder how come they don't want people like us in their areas, because this is what's going on. Now, all you parents that's going to have something to say about that, here's my suggestion for that too. At the end of the day, you do not know what your kids do once they walk out your house. They can tell you one thing, and you'll end up seeing your kid on the news doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. So all this stuff about what other people need to do, and when it comes to your kid, you want to play the if anybody put their hand on my kid, you should put your hand on your kid. Because at the end of the day, your kid is out there doing stuff that you know of. And here's the reason why I feel like those kids do that. They do that because they know there is no consequences. Because remember, you too busy trying to be their friend instead of being a parent. Yeah. And but you know, it's not.
And many of them, they do have parents that are good, you know, and are at home and thinking their kid is at a friend's house where they dropped them off at.
Yeah.
You know, it was me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I have been in places I had no business being. I'm grateful to be here. My mother thought I was in a safe place, but, you know, but the difference between then and now is social media.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing. Our social media back then was word of mouth.
Or telephone.
Because sometimes, man, by the time you got home, you thought you didn't got away with something. By the time you walked through the door, your mom's standing there waiting on you. As soon as you walk through the door, like, oh yeah, so what was that you was out there doing? Already know the script. But these days, these parents don't care about what their kids out there doing. Well, I ain't gonna say all parents, but I'm just saying some of the parents out there don't care about what their kids doing. But that is the part where we are having a problem bridging this gap of communication when it comes to kids and parents. Because what I'm seeing in this day and time, they're quick to usher things before the things that came before them. Like we had a respect for what came before us. They're not trying to do that. They're going, oh, well, why we ain't got the rings yet? Y'all ain't got the rings yet because y'all don't know how to steer just yet. Y'all still ain't got your dang on permit talking about you want the rings to control this. No, you ain't controlling nothing because you don't know how to control yourself. So that's a setup.
And that's a scientific fact.
Yeah, so that's a setup right there, because at the end of the day, you're talking about you sending yourself on a crash course. All this stuff been written. We talk about these children dying every day, but the Bible also said too, when they start getting to a point where they don't respect and they disrespecting and going in the routes that they going, lives is going to be cut short. And that's the stuff everybody need to pay attention to. I see people always blurting out passages from the Bible and so on. So blurt that passage out. Sit down and have that conversation with your kids and start teaching them consequences for the actions that they out there putting. Because at the end of the day, their actions is what's putting them in these positions for things to happen to them. And you being their friend is not helping them at all. You're actually crippling them.
Let's talk about programs. Now, I know this is an entertainment segment where we dish out more. Are there programs out there for these kids?
It's always been programs. But I'm telling you from experience what I've seen already. Even with the programs, them kids not paying attention to a program. Let's just be honest. Let's be real out here, Chicago. They are not paying attention to a program. They're more into what they want to do. And that's the problem. They want to get out here and do what they want to do until the consequences hit them. And then that's the only time you decide you want to say something, but you're saying something to the wrong person. You're not saying it to your child out there that's creating these consequences or these problems, and they're not feeling no consequences. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So at the end of the day, while y'all sitting up here acting like y'all don't know how to parent, I'm just going to run it down for y'all. Here's my generation. I'm 50 years old. So in my generation, we was taught to respect and all the things that we talked about coming through the communities when you was acting up and cutting up. Now, I know for myself, and you too, more, and all the rest of my people in here that's got kids, we taught our kids what we learned. So the consequence, so they'll know the consequences when they got out there and did something. I can truthfully say I've never had to go running for any of my kids doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. You know, and what happened after that, that's the part where the disconnection started at. Because now you got these kids that reward bad behavior and doing all the other stuff, extra stuff that they don't need to be doing. And then y'all get mad because the people treat them a certain way. Y'all got to understand something. If you get slapped by one person every time you seen that person, what you going to do by the time that person come around again? You're going to prepare yourself. Because at the end of the day, you learn if you keep letting this person slap you, it's just going to keep going on. And at some point, it's got to stop. So that's where we need to get to. We need to get to a point where we got to stop. Stop acting like you're friends with your kid.
And stop blaming the doggone politicians. That's what goes on in your household.
Yeah.
They already blame them in the new mayor.
Yeah, now that's crazy to me. Because how you going to blame the mayor or anybody else for something that your kid's doing? Y'all want to sit up here and cry about there's not enough programs. Yes, it is. Stop it. All of y'all sitting out there that keep trying to preach that, stop that. I've been born and raised in this city. I know the programs is out there. It's the point your kids are not going to them. If your kids tell you they're going to a program, I guarantee you they're not at their program when you go up there to check on them. And if they out there, I guarantee you it's something getting ready to get started for media purposes. So believe me when I tell you, y'all need to stop sitting up there trying to blame everybody other than yourselves. If you start taking hold of your home and start taking hold of your kid and start keeping your kid in those consequences for those actions that they're kicking out, then this will slow down dramatically. All this gunplay and stuff going on right now, this ain't nothing new to us. This is nothing new to us.
That's what I was trying to tell people. Crazy 80s.
You talking about we went through all that stuff, but boy, we even looked like we wanted to look at a gun. Man, shoot. You're going to be met with something worse than that gun before you can get a chance to touch it. So it ain't about everybody else. Y'all need to stop blaming everybody else and start getting on y'all jobs. It's always some type of blame. You know, they'll go, oh, well, the father's not here. So no, because I was raised by women. So all that stuff that y'all talking about, I was raised by women. I came out to be a darn good man when it was said and done. So that's not even an excuse. What you got is people being lazy parenting.
Some people just don't know.
It ain't, you know what? It's plenty of programs for that. But they don't go to none of that. So, I mean.
Yeah, babies having babies. Nothing new, but there's a disconnect somewhere.
Yeah, and the disconnect came right after my first daughter was born in the 90s. So the disconnect between that mid-90s and coming in, that's where it's at.
You know, my favorite, the crazy 88 ball kind of, you know, this is like more of a smoke pool.
Yeah, you know what? If that's the case, then 70s would have got that bad too. And a lot of us didn't come out of that era looking crazy. It's, again, it come back down to parenting. And I think what it is everybody looking for somebody to blame other than themselves. I'm telling y'all out there as a parent, stop trying to be a friend to your kid. Stop acting like you don't know how to parent. You know what came before you. You know what came before your parents. So you already know in the linear of what they was born of, you already know what to do. Don't sit there and blame a teacher when you're a child putting their hands on. These kids ain't like what we used to be. They're nothing like that. And as long as you sit there and keep trying to blame other people for their actions, guess what? You're going to keep having this problem. Like I said, give us a call at 773-591-1690. Let's discuss it, because at the end of the day, it needs to be talked about. So you got somebody else you want to send shout out over into the next row?
Just drenched with nothing but good energy. She makes these awesome creations out of crystals, healing jewelry. I mean, I feel this sister's energy when I'm in her presence.
Okay.
Her name is Angie_Cha-Cha. You can find her everywhere on Google. Just Google ANGIE_CHACHA. Cha-Cha. I'm telling you, you will be grateful. You can find her at local market this Saturday and pick up some crystals. You know, I believe in that. I believe in crystals are from the earth. So.
Hey, well, people burning sage, so why not, right? Yeah, so I get that part right there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the lines is open, 773-591-1690. Call in if you have anything to say about what we've been talking about so far, whether it be the thing that happened with Mr. Majors, or you want to talk about what's been going on with the teachers, or you want to talk about the incidents that took place downtown Chicago. Call us up and let's hit it.
I want to send a shout out to the guy with the coldest stepping song. Did he make the charts?
Who, Danny Boy?
Danny Boy.
Yeah, he hit the charts.
I don't think he was expecting that one.
Hey, Danny Boy, you know what time it is, bro. We with you. Chi-Town legend, ladies and gentlemen. That's a Chi-Town legend, Mr. Danny Boy. Hopefully I get a chance to holler at him and do some things with him as far as what we doing.
Hey, we could take the show over to his restaurant, Mr. Parker's Street.
Hey, hey, that's a star right there. Also, ladies and gentlemen, for those that's been knowing me for a while, y'all know that I got a podcast coming up soon. The WGO podcast. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We'll be kicking off next week, and it's going to be an extension of the 1921 radio show, aka Dishing the G with G-Man. And on WGO, we're going to hit topics in the raw. We ain't got to sugarcoat nothing. We're going to tell it like it is, because at the end of the day, that's how I am. Y'all know how I am, straightforward and kicking the bus. So at the end of the day, you know, we're going to run it the way we run it. You got some more people you gonna shout out to?
Oh, of course. I got Miss UC Evora Ducis. I know I said her name wrong. Forgive me, Queen, but you can find her on my page, Morissetta Barksdale, on Facebook. I'll just spell it out to you: REUSSIE. She's a clothing stylist. I mean, she got the dopest fashion, very affordable. And you can find her in Joliet. Her web is REUSSIEPLZ.com.
Okay, all right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, lines is open, 773-591-1690. Call in if you got anything to say about the things that we're discussing. So let's get on to something else going on in the world of entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, out of all the things I think I've seen in this time, I've seen a lot of things, but I'm telling you. So there's a rapper that his lawyer got locked up because he was giving the man drugs.
Say what?
Yeah. Lawyer gets locked up for giving the man drugs. I don't know what
the
they
lawyer
coming
giving
to.
the rapper.
Yeah. And got busted. Some of the dumbest stuff I done seen and heard in this lifetime, but boy, I'm telling you. That's the way it's supposed to be, but unfortunately, it's not like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So let's just keep that way it's at. But all in all, these is, this is some of the weirdest stuff that I can see in this lifetime, and it just don't get no weirder. It's like every time you look up, it's something different, and people just doing more weird stuff that just don't make sense.
Remember, you could tell a crime by or who did it. You understand about what was done?
Yeah.
You can't even tell that anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's true. There's so many dirty cops in the game. It's kind of hard pressed to say who's who and what's what.
So you went left with that.
Oh yeah. Okay. You're right, Kayla. Gave it to him in the courtroom.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what the.
What is this rapper's name?
Let me see. I have to pull it back up again because it's so far fetched from what I know.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that, I want to send a shout out to Morphin Beauty. It's also sold on Ecstasy. I'm sorry, ETSY in Amazon. She sells shea butter products that enrich your natural beauty and stimulate your allure factor. Follow her at BEMORPHED Beauty Factor. You can find her on Facebook, all the outlets.
Shoot, I can't pull it up right now because this thing acting up, so I have to get into it later. But you know what? Young Thug. That's it. Young Thug.
Young Thug did that?
Yeah, his lawyer did that.
Oh, not Young Thug. Wow.
Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, got a call online. Open up the lines. Let's go. WVON 1690. It's your boy G Main. What's going on? Hello. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Facts. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah. No. Matter of fact, now that you bring that point up, the only thing that I saw in them that they made into something good was some lady that and her guy that was they were from out of town and they was getting jumped on, and another black lady came in and saved them when the police drove right past them. So
Which
yeah,
is being investigated as we speak.
yeah. So you right.
Bless her heart. Yes.
Yes.
And they gave her props. The lady said she was God sent.
Indeed.
But let me ask you this: did you hear anything about the White Sox on Raw, where the stadium were fighting all throughout the stadium, and it was not us, and it happened, I believe, the same day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you won't. Nope. Oh, I understand. Maybe one day Mr. Parker will have tickets. I'm sorry. Maybe one day Mr. Parker will have tickets. So just always stay tuned. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
those days.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, just Google it because it's in there that they just won't play it on the news.
What's your name again? One more time. Lestine. All
We
right.
appreciate you calling.
We
in.
appreciate you. Thank you, ma'am. No problem. That's what we need. We need that type of energy for people to call in and say what they feel about what's going on, because I know I'm not the only one that feel and see what's going on. I know I'm not. All righty then. Thank you, Ms. Lestine. Thank you for calling in. Love you. Keep on listening to us. All right. All righty then. So now we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So as y'all can see, we're not the only ones that think about the parenting thing the way we think, because at the end of the day, we got to stop being friends with kids. You don't know what your kid is doing. So if somebody come tell you something about your kid, your approach shouldn't be that hard of vital to a point where you ready to break something because you hear about what your kid has done. No. First things first, you get on your kids behind, because that's how we had it. If we was reported doing something we weren't supposed to be doing, we catch the first heat of that. And then the parent will go talk to the teacher or whatever need to be done in order for the situation to be resolved. But don't act like your kid is an angel, because you are not watching your kid 24/7. You don't know what your kid doing once they walk out your door. When you're all doing what you're doing, you have no idea what your kid's doing while they out there. So let's be even-minded about the situations, and let's stop acting like this stuff does not exist.
Let me intervene on that one. I witnessed a mother come up to school. A child was in the fourth grade, and the teacher simply took something away from the child because it was disrupting class. The mother went to jump on the teacher. And this is the culture that these children are now witnessing.
Oh yeah. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Because at the end of the day, they're actually pushing forward this narrative with these children that it's okay for them to go up there and do the things that they do. And these kids know it. These kids are smarter. And they know when you're not going to do anything. So they're going to keep on pushing the buttons. And what do? You go out and buy them a pair of Jordans. You go out there and buy them all the nice, expensive stuff, just so you can be one of those parents, as you try to say back in the day, when I grow up, my kid ain't going to be like that. But your kid is like that. And you're rewarding it.
You're building.
If you don't believe your kid like that, I promise you, if you go back in all these times in the city of Chicago and they pull up tapes of these kids, some of these kids might be yours. Think about it.
I mean, where was Baby at 12 o'clock that night? And then, where was Chuck? You know?
Most of them don't. And now they finna be even more peed off, because downtown, now they're not going to be able to go down there without a grown person.
Because we just drove right past downtown and they had barricades.
Posted everywhere.
And word on the street, because I work downtown, that they're planning on doing it again. Talk to the children, because it's not going to be pretty this weekend.
No, it's not. So what y'all need to do now, stop trying to blame everybody. It's time. It's time. I mean, the nonsense got to cease at some point, and it starts at home. Y'all need to just start doing what you was taught. When you was coming up as a kid, you know what you was taught. I know I wasn't taught that, and I know I didn't teach my kids that. So the narratives of what's going on now, I don't understand, but I'm telling y'all better start grabbing hold of these kids. Just like when we had the pandemic, where everybody's supposed to be in the house, where your kids is at? Outside, cussing out the mayor. All right? So if y'all don't believe this stuff ain't where y'all believe where this stuff is, and y'all don't understand it, y'all need to start looking at it. Start looking at the big picture. Everybody want to be hands off because you worried about what somebody else gonna say or do. No, that's the problem. The hands off approach is the reason why they out here doing the stuff they doing right now. Think about it. I mean, just think about it. Because at the end of the day, if this continues, it's gonna get worse. And I can guarantee you, one thing I learned about being in this city about money. And if these kids keep on destroying stuff and messing up stuff and doing the stuff they're doing,
tourism is already affected.
I guarantee you, just as sure as we all sitting here, I guarantee you your kid's gonna be in jail for something stupid and gonna be in there for a long time.
Or they're coming after you.
Oh yeah, you
Best
next.
believe they're gonna find you.
Oh, you next. So y'all just keep on doing that. So okay. You got one more that you want to?
Yes, Miss Angelique Candle Company. You can find her at www.angjoli.candlecompany.com. With Miss Angelique, you can actually join her club for $30 a month. You'll receive a large candle, and that crackers. It sounds just like the fireplace crackers. I love her candles.
Okay.
You can find her at local market this weekend as well. But once again, you can find these people on my page, Morissetta Barksdale, and that way you can follow them.
Okay. So now, ladies and gentlemen, starting next week, the WGO podcast will be kicking off. And one of my subjects that I'm gonna lay down that I've been paying close attention to as of late is in the hip hop game, Chicago does not get its props. I mean, by no means a stretch of the imagination. And we've been known for a lot of things as far as the hip hop community is concerned. We contributed a lot for the hip hop community, but we don't get no type of play when it comes to the Midwest, period. You know, when they talk about the rap game, they talk about the East Coast, they talk about the West Coast, but they do not talk about Chicago. They try to leave Chicago out. They play things that's supposed to be in New York, but it's being done here in Chicago and so on and so forth. So they don't give credit where credit is due. When they talk about, for example, when they talk about women rappers and some of the greatest women rappers, somebody explain to me why the Brat name ain't up there.
Come on.
Somebody tell me why Shauna name ain't up there. I'll put them two up against any female rapper out there, and I guarantee you, Brat gonna kill about 90% of what other female rappers we talking about. And them facts. Go back and listen to some of her stuff back in the day, especially when they did Ladies Night. Listen to how she went on there and tore that whole thing down. Chicago don't get its props. So at the end of the day, in WGO, we're gonna start bringing that to the light. All the Chi-Town legends, we're gonna talk about Chicago lore. If y'all don't know what Chicago lore is, man, let me tell y'all, gangsterism is from Chicago. They can try to paint a picture about it and try to say something different, but it's all the stuff that y'all use in the hip hop game, it come from this city first. We second to none. They want to call us the second city? No, we second to none. And at the end of the day, that's what we finna start bringing out. Because at the end of the day, Chicago been had something to say. We've been saying it, but y'all don't want to hear us. Kanye wasn't the first. You understand me? Kanye was not the first. There was many before him.
Common.
Yeah, you talking about Common. You talk about Twister. Danny Boy is one of them out of them legends. We got Donnell Jones up out of them legends. We got a whole lot of stuff that come out this city that we don't get praised for.
And if you don't know what Danny Boy who he is, he's saying back up for I Ain't Mad at You.
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know that. He's from Chicago.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of know it, but they don't want to know it because they don't want to give the props what props is due. But we're gonna start hitting that type of stuff. Don't y'all feel like Chicago or the Midwest don't get their props when it comes to the hip hop game? If y'all feel like I feel, man, dig this here. Give us a call at 773-591-1690 and tell us what's your feel about it. Because at the end of the day, that's how I feel. Oh, look like we got somebody online. Go on, hit me in. What are we talking? Who this? Who we talking to? Hey, Brother James, how you doing, sir? Okay.
I like him.
Okay.
Well,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Appreciate it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hmm. Yeah, it is. Oh, I know. We hear you. Yeah, that's
That's powerful.
and that's fact. You know what? That's a lot of facts up in them, and that's a lot that I could tie on to it because that's pretty much been the narrative as far as I know. I was born in the '70s, so I know a little bit about that stuff beforehand and as it goes along. But that has been the narrative, and that the things that's going on now, that they're actually contributing to the very thing that Marcus Garvey was referring to, and they putting us in a bad light while they're doing it. They're not about claiming, they're not about knowing, they just want to get out here and do what they do without consequences. And that's going to be the very thing that's going to put us where we don't want to be.
Unfortunately, they know nothing about their history, so this has a lot to do with it.
All right, Mr. James, we like to thank you for calling in. Thank you for giving us the wisdom that you've given us. I will take that into advisement. Thank you, sir. Love. Next caller.
Hi, Josh.
All right, Josh, how you doing? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Facts. Oh, wow. You definitely right.
You are absolutely right.
And that's exactly what I was saying because at the end of the day, I'm praying to God that it's not, because the way it was looking, it just looked like everything and everybody started moving away from him before the facts came out. And see that yep, you're right.
You're right, John.
All right. Thank you for calling in, Josh. Appreciate it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as y'all can see, we taking off over here, and He was they in thought tonight, and we doing what we do. Once again, call us at 773-591-1690. This is the G-Man.
Tell us about upcoming events that you want to, share with us.
Yeah, let's do that. But in high grade and retrospect, we just gonna stay online and do what we do best when it comes to what we do. So call us again at 773-591-1690. So welcome to the show. This is Dishing the G with G-Man. Am I right around?
More. As in more everything.
Y'all can pretty much take that and go where y'all want with that. I'm just the one to speak on it. So that's what it is. That's what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, next week, WGO will be on. And we're gonna touch bases about the city of Chicago, talk about its lore and how we are not being respected as we should as the city of Chicago. They call us the second city, but I say we second to none.
The city that was discovered.
So what y'all got to do, what I need y'all to do is call in to 773-591-1690 and tell me how you feel. Because at the end of the day, this is how it is with the whole industry as far as hip hop and anything else is concerned. We started taking on a lot of movies in this city, and they shooting a lot of TV shows in this city. But when it comes to the overall hip hop game, man, look here, they try to treat us like wet food stamps.
I'm still finding out people who are entertainers from Chicago. I did not know.
Oh yeah, they got a long list that they try to act like don't exist.
Even outside of hip hop.
Oh yeah. That's the whole point of touching bases like that, because at the end of the day, that's what we deal with with the city. Only time they put us in any type of light is always some negative type situation. Y'all get the idea. The Midwest itself is always, we've been in the middle of everything. Chicago is the heart of it all, because at the end of the day, when you say Illinois, first thing you're thinking is Chicago. And the bottom line is we don't get the respect that we're supposed to get as far as anything is concerned. They want to play us to the left when it comes to everything. Like, we ain't contributed to all the things that we got going on as far as hip hop and R&B and whatever else going on in the entertainment world. I don't feel like we get our just due. I was born and raised in this city, so I know we ain't getting our just due, and it's time for us to start putting it out there. We got all types of legends that come out of this city, from the R&B game all the way to the rap game, all the way to the blues game. You name it, we got it. A lot of this stuff started with blues, so there's your first part right there. So yeah, we need to get into it.
It's sad that they have to have the thought that they have to leave the city in order to be discovered.
Right. Yeah. And I'm gonna touch bases on something else with that. One thing I learned about Chicago and a lot of stuff that go on in Chicago, we so divided. And that's just being honest. We so divided. The brat should have been one of the biggest things that came up out of this city when she got out there. Crucial Conflict, they went out there and did their thing. But I can tell you fact, Crucial Conflict was around long before they got to know who Crucial Conflict was. Crucial Conflict been around for a long, long time, even before the brat. So it's so much lore that comes up out of this city, and that's what we're going to touch on. If y'all feel like, the Midwest ain't getting its just due, give us a call, 773-591-1690, and tell us what's on your brain, because we're not the only ones that feel this way. There's a lot of people that kind of feel like that, and that's what the podcast going to touch on. We're going to touch on the fact that we got all these legends that don't nobody talk about.
Let me ask you something. Did one of the Bone Thugs and Harmony guys, did one of them come from Chicago? Because I've seen him quite a bit at Chicago State University, and he wasn't a student.
Well, I don't know if he came from Chicago, but I know somewhere around that line that it came from something. It looked like we got to call him. We got to call him? All right, put him in. Hello? Yes, ma'am. WEON. Welcome. What's your name? How you doing, Miss Lee?
Miss Lee, can you turn your radio down for us? Yeah.
I hear it too.
I apologize. I assume. Oh, we can still hear you.
We can still hear you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. 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 Yes, we do. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. And one.
No, never heard
No,
of
I haven't never
Please
heard of
enlighten
that.
us. Yes, sir. NFA. Okay.
Uh-huh. Hmm. Uh-huh.
Grants.
Oh wow. Yeah. Hmm. Uh-huh. Okay.
I like it though. I like it though.
Yeah, this actually my first time of hearing of them. But
We're definitely going to look into that. Thank you so much for sharing that information. Definitely. You will hear more about it.
yeah, because that just go to what I was saying about people not getting their props in this city. You know, one of the things I actually learned since I've been here in this city is that a lot of people in this city keep our own people out of what we should be in. You know, because they hating on them in some type of way, or just not, they just don't have that support and drive. And then they wonder why New York and all them places blow up the way they do. That's why, because they're not in the same support. Now, for you to know what you know, and not, a lot of people that don't know it, that's how far back we are when it comes to people talking about our own and coming up in the ways we supposed to, and so on and so forth. So I'm glad you brought that to our attention, because that gives me something to look at and something I can bring up and put in front of people's faces to let them take a look and see what we haven't been seeing and what we haven't been knowing. Let's go.
Hello? She's there. Well, thank you for calling in.
Okay. That call got cut and didn't know it was happening. Ladies and gentlemen, call in at 773-591-1690. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're going to come to. First off, let's give peace, love to everybody out there. Parents, get a hold of your children. Start being friends with your children and start being parents. Let's be adults about these situations and stop trying to come headstrong before we using our head to understand what's going on first. We don't give leeways. We don't give them the opportunity to do nothing they shouldn't be doing. Disrespect is a factor. And that's the part y'all need to stop and cut short. So, ladies and gentlemen.
The lady, yeah, tell her to text me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we like to say thank you for staying up with us. We like to say thank you for dishing the G with G-Main there.
More.
We like to thank y'all for staying up and doing the thing that y'all did with us, and we love y'all. We'll be back at y'all in about another week when it comes to the WGO, and we're just going to kick it all off the way we're supposed to. We love y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Good show. Yeah, people calling in and everything. Oh, I thought you said, should we give her some? Oh.
She threw you under the bus.
Okay,
You all who are listening, forgive me for saying your names correctly, but I will post the information on my page.
Woo! That was one heck of a show.
No, that was good, man. People calling in that. That's what I'm saying, man. People listen to the show all the way up.
And we had a first time listener. That was the thing that I was most impressed with.
Because these people that I'm plugging get followed 5,000.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you again. This is
Thank you much, sir.
Nah, you did it.
So you say every other week, right?
Yeah, well, once we get, I'm trying to coincide this with the, all right, peace, everybody. Deuces.